Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be an empties video. My empties bin is full, so it is time. I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already, and let's get into it. So as always, I'm going to start with makeup because that's what I think is the most exciting. And the first thing I have to talk about is this mini Milk Hydro Grip primer. This is one of my all-time favorite primers. I've talked about it so many times and I love bringing these when I travel, especially the mini ones I happen to obtain through like free samples or like kits that they sell during the holiday time, and they're just like the perfect size. I really like this in hot weather. It just really helps stick the makeup to your face. I like that it has skincare ingredients in it. I really like Milk as a brand, and this product is just like hyped up enough. I think this gets the hype that it deserves. I really like it and I have repurchased it and I will continue to repurchase it because it's just that good. I finished one mascara. This is the By Terry Lash Expert Twist Brush, and this mascara is actually really cool because it has this wand that is pretty like normal, generic, but then if you twist it, it becomes a twisted wand. So you kind of get like two wands in one, which I think is really cool. I really like the idea of this. It's a bit like gimmicky, but I can see why someone would like both types of wands. And this was not my favorite. I definitely don't think it's worth the money. It was just kind of meh to me. I like a very specific mascara, one that will hold my curls up, one that's waterproof, and one that doesn't smudge or flake. And I think this was just like okay to me. It didn't really hold a curl. It did smudge a little bit, and I don't know, it was just nothing remarkable to me, nothing to write home about. So I would not repurchase this, nor would I recommend it, just because it is very expensive and it's just average to me. I finally am setting these to rest. These are the Freckle pens. I have the Freck XL in the OG shade as well as the mini one. I really love these. I've talked about these for a really long time. I am thinking I like the Bubble X Rudy Freckle pen better than these just because I find it so easy to use. It's really like simple and clean, and I like the applicator a lot. I like the little pen situation rather than these, which is like more of a brush. However, I love these because they last so long on the face, and I love that they offer different shades, which I've mentioned in the past before. I finished the Freck Noir in my last empties video, and I also honestly really like this little one because it's really easy to travel with. I can put it in my purse if I want to. It's just really cute, and I love miniature things, so I'm a bit biased because it is miniature and I just like mini things, but I can see a lot of people not liking this because it's just not very like user friendly. It's kind of tiny and awkward to use. I feel like if you have maybe like stiffer joints, or I don't know, you have difficulty like holding things or twisting things, this would be kind of hard to use because it is so small. But I do really love the product inside. But I have concluded that I like the Bubble one much better, and I would still repurchase this because I like it a lot. So mixed feelings, but I do really like this. I think it's one of the better Freckle pens out there. I think this would be my second favorite next to the Bubble one. But yeah, I finished two of these. They kind of just like dried out on me because I was focusing so much on the Bubble one and kind of ignoring these, that when I went to go open them up, they were kind of just like, the formula was not as good as when you first open it. So I decided to set them to rest, and both of them I've had for a really long time, so I have gotten a lot of use out of them, but I don't think I got as much use out of them as I could have. And for the final makeup product, I finished this. I showed this in my declutter video, but this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is one of the larger sizes. I love this setting spray so much. I think it is just like a holy grail kind of setting spray for me, and I've loved this for years. It has never done me wrong, so I think it just works really well. But I don't think I'm gonna like it anymore because they have separated from Skindinavia, and I just don't know what their new formula is like. I do have one setting spray to try from them with their new formula, but I saw a couple videos online and people were not liking it. But sometimes it's just like a one-off situation, or like maybe a clout chasey situation. I don't know what the situation was in that video, but I am kind of worried about the one that I have that's newer, and I will eventually try it and report back. but the OG version with Skindinavia I love. I think I would consider just going to Skindinavia and buying one of their setting sprays if they sell them. I'm not sure if they do or not, because I love that formula. I loved this one. I would repurchase this if they were still with Skindinavia, but now I don't think I would repurchase it until I try the one that I was sent in PR and see how I feel about that one, because perhaps the formula is just not as good. But I have loved this for years. It's kind of tragic that they are no longer with Skindinavia. At least I had many years with this amazing formula, and we'll see what Skindinavia has to offer. Now, moving on to skincare, I have been trying to be a lot better about using my like single-use sachets, because I'm just hoarding them at this point, and I'm like, I should just use them and enjoy them. I don't know, I feel kind of bad using them, or like it's a little bit too extravagant or whatever it may be. I'm using them more and I'm really enjoying them. So now that I'm talking about it, I'll just pull all the sachets of things that I've finished, which is quite a lot, and I'm really excited to talk about them because I've been having a lot of fun wearing them. I'll start with big masks. This one I just recently used. This is a Real Barrier Extreme Cream Mask. It's a Korean brand. I think the brand is called Real Barrier, and they focus on like barrier maintenance, making sure your barrier is healthy, moisturized, hydrated, not compromised. And I loved this. This is one of the juiciest masks I've ever used. This has been sitting open on my desk and it still has like a ton of juice at the bottom, like product at the bottom, serum, I don't know what, I'm just gonna call it juice. It has a bunch of juice at the bottom, and I could use this on my face as just like a simple 10-minute mask with just the product in the bottom, but it does come with a sheet mask, and the sheet mask fit my face perfectly fine. Sometimes I have issues with it, but this one was totally fine. I didn't have any big issues with the size of it. It was so hydrating. I really, really like it. It's kind of this like, maybe I can show it to you because there's still some in here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's this like really milky serum in there, and the actual mask is just completely saturated with it. So when you put it on your face, you're like, whoa, because it's just like a lot of thick, juicy mask on your face at once. It just felt really nice. It was very hydrating, very cooling on the face. I left it on for about 20 minutes and my skin felt hydrated for the rest of the day. I have a handful more of these. I gave some to some friends during my bachelorette thing, and I hope they enjoy them because I really, really like them. And I have, I think like 3 more, and I'm gonna be really excited to use them, especially come winter when my skin is very dry. So I would 100% recommend these, and I would repurchase if you're someone who is into single-use face masks and sheet masks, because this one was really good. If they have an option of like a jar, I would prefer that, just because I find single-use masks to be quite wasteful. However, there is a time and place for them, and I do really enjoy them, and I find them very luxurious. And when I do kind of want to like treat myself, I use them. But right now I'm just trying to use them and really lean into the like not saving my nice things for special occasions and just using them regularly, and not living in that like scarcity mindset. I'm going on such a tangent. Anyway, this is really good. I would recommend, I would repurchase. If you've tried this, let me know your thoughts because I would love to hear what you think about it. And if you've tried anything from the brand, they also sent me, I think, this cream that's on the package, and I'm excited to use that as well. Also, if this interests you, the mask only comes in 1 sheet. It's not one of the like 2-sheet masks. So if you have issues with sheet masks fitting your face, mayhaps this will not work great for you, because I know the ones that come in 2 sheets are definitely more inclusive regarding face sizes. So this is just 1 single mask. I just wanted to throw that out there in case you were interested in this and you were worried about how the sheet mask might fit your face, because I often worry about that because I have a lot of issues with that. Another sheet mask I used up are these ones from Kiana Rice Mask. I got these in Japan and I liked this one because it comes in a pack of 10 in this 1 single sachet, so it's not as wasteful as the ones that have just 1 single use in each sachet. So I really liked that this had multiple of them. This one is really nice too. I think this is supposed to be like for blemishes and maybe dry skin, because it has like a picture on the back that shows maybe a person with blemishes. I don't know, but I know it has rice in it and it was really hydrating. I really liked the texture of these. It's been really nice to have masks. Even though I find them wasteful, I really like them. And I really like these. I would repurchase these as well, especially if I were like in Japan or something. It's just a really good quality product, and I like that it had 10 masks in one container thingy. An eye mask I would not repurchase is this Masque de You Revive Instant Depuffing Gel Eye Mask. And this is kind of like a superhero eye mask. So it's just like this part of your eyes and it looks like an eye mask or something, if that makes sense, like an Incredibles superhero eye mask on your eyes. And I just found it to be a little bit awkward because it just like weirdly covered my brows and like didn't really go onto the under parts of my eyes the way I would want it to. And it was also like more of that like clear silicone-y type of eye mask, and it didn't feel very saturated. It was also sparkly. I don't know, it felt a little like too extra for what it was, and it didn't give me the benefits that I was hoping it would give me. So this one I would not buy because of the size and the way that it's just like built. It doesn't fit my face very well, so that's the main reason I wouldn't buy it. And then the second reason I wouldn't get it is because it just didn't feel like it did anything for me. So yeah, I didn't like these. I think they were like funny and fun to use. I wouldn't repurchase it. I didn't like it. I think I have like maybe one more of these, which I'll probably use up just to use up, but yeah, didn't really like these. I did really like these though. These are the Loops Hydrogel Eye Mask sets, and these are for dark circles, and I really like Loops masks. These feel so hydrating on the eyes and just like very refreshing, and I've thoroughly enjoyed using these. I think that they're just so nice. I love how refreshing they feel on the under eyes. I feel like maybe if you wake up feeling really puffy, or you just feel like you need something really refreshing and cooling on the under eyes, this is what I would go for, because it's just like, it was just so enjoyable to use and felt very like just like a breath of fresh air, or like it felt like a breath of fresh air on a cool day stepping outside of a really warm like apartment or something, if that makes sense. Like when you step outside and you're like, ah, it's so refreshing out here, but on your under eyes. I really like these a lot, and I'm excited to use up the other ones that I have too. So I would recommend these, and I would consider repurchasing them. I'm not too big on under eye masks because I do have eczema, and I just am a little bit nervous when I use under eye masks because of how my eczema might react. But these ones didn't do anything to me, so that was nice. And yeah, I just really enjoyed them. So if you've tried these as well, I'd love to hear what you think, but I really like them. I also finished these Dew of God Under Eye Volumizing Collagen Pads, and these were fun to use because they're a little bit different than other eye masks I've used because they're not like really juicy. They have one side that's kind of like a dry, fuzzy material, and then the other side is that like kind of gel-like consistency that you put on your skin. And I really like that because they didn't feel messy and they stayed on the under eyes super well, but they didn't feel very like hydrating or volumizing or any of the claims that they have on here. They just kind of felt like an eye mask that was like fun to use, but it wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it gave me enough benefits that I would repurchase it, and I didn't enjoy the experience enough to repurchase it either. So these were like fun and nice, but not worth it for me. So I would not repurchase these, and I would not recommend them. Another thing I finished up are these clear spot patch, invisible intensive spot patches from Some By Me, I think the brand is. I'm not quite sure, but I really like these as well. I've also been trying to use up my pimple patches just because I have a lot of them, and I do prefer the like tube pimple paste type situations where you just like dab a little bit on your skin and it's not like an actual patch. But there is also a time and place for me for a pimple patch, and I liked these ones because they stuck to my face really well. They weren't too thick and big on the skin, so they weren't like very in your face when I was wearing them. They didn't leave like a big mark on my skin after I used them where it kind of like leaves a residue on the skin, or like leaves the skin where the patch was kind of different than the other skin, so it's a little bit more difficult to like put makeup on or anything like that. It wasn't the best because it just not having it at all is obviously the best, but it wasn't as bad as like the, is it the hero patches that do that to me? I can't remember. They're like the thick, like hydrocolloid patches. Those really do that to my skin, but these ones didn't do it. They were thin, they were inconspicuous, and they were like, I don't know, I just really like them. And I think they were really inexpensive too. I can't remember where I got them. Maybe like Stylovana or YesStyle or something. And I feel like they were only a few dollars, and you get maybe like 12 or something. I had to move in a little bit closer because the lighting is changing and my forehead was like completely in the shade. But maybe if I come all the way back, it's better. Yeah, this is better. So this actually comes with 18 patches, which is also really nice, and I like them. I would repurchase them. I think they were effective and good. Sorry if I keep changing positions. The sun is like setting. It's a lot harder to get consistent lighting in the fall because the time is just different. The sun sets faster and whatnot. So the sun is like setting, and then it's like awkward lighting if I'm too close, but then if I'm too far away, my chest is really light, but then the rest of my face is kind of in the shade. So sorry if I like move a few times throughout this video. I'll try to not, but we will see how it goes, and I'll not gab so long. Moving on to the rest of the skincare that I have finished. I'm gonna start with like cleansers and things. The first one is the Bellplain Mung Bean Cleansing Oil, and this was a fantastic oil cleanser. I do prefer oil cleansers over balm cleansers. This one worked incredibly well. I think this is also a Korean brand. Yeah, it's a Korean brand. I really, really liked it, and I would repurchase this. This was really, really nice. They also have a moisturizer that I really like, but you get a lot of product. It worked really well. It removed all of my makeup. I do have to always go in with my Heroin Make mascara remover to get rid of my like Heroin Make mascara, but it removed other waterproof mascara really well and just all of my makeup really well. It didn't have a weird like rinse off residue, if that makes sense, if you've used oil cleansers that have that. And yeah, it worked really well. I like that it's in a pump. I would repurchase and I would recommend. I also finished this mini simple Sensitive Skin Experts Micellar Cleansing Water. I got these years ago, like I want to say over 5 years ago, because they were on sale, like clearance at Walgreens. You know how they have those like sidewall displays of like all the clearance things? Well, they had these. I bought like 10 of them because they were like $1.39 or something, and I'm just trying to get through them. I use them as my makeup remover when I'm filming, like when it's on my arms or on my hands, when I have like product on my arms or my hands, and it works really great for that. I don't really use it on my face, and I don't think I would repurchase because I don't really use micellar waters, but this has been really nice. It hasn't irritated my skin. I do like that it's for sensitive skin, and the travel size has been nice, even though I've never actually traveled with it, but I can see that being nice. So I don't think I would repurchase this just because I don't use micellar waters, but I did like it and I would recommend. I have one more to go through before I'm done with all of the ones that I purchased that one time, and I'm never gonna do that again because that was a little extra of me, but I did like this. So I would recommend if you like micellar waters, but I personally wouldn't repurchase. Oh, actually I found another cleanser. This is the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. This is a travel size. I really like this cleanser. I think if you have sensitive skin, you would really like this too. And this is the cleanser I like to bring when I travel because my skin is sensitive and it can just go through a lot while I'm traveling. So to have a gentle cleanser that I know does not irritate my skin, whether I have a flare up or something else going on my face, is just really nice to like fall back on and not have to worry about when I'm traveling especially. And this is just very gentle. I 100% would repurchase this and recommend. I wish I had something in like a mini pump that I could refill because I do have this in like a larger size, but I did really enjoy this while I was traveling. It came with quite a bit of product as well, 1.69 fluid ounces in this small little squeezy tube. So I really like this. I think anyone who has like compromised skin or eczema or sensitive skin would really like this as well. And it's a pretty affordable price, especially if you buy the big container, because it'll last forever. So definitely would repurchase this and would recommend. This also says for normal to dry skin, and I agree with that because it was not stripping at all and did feel hydrating to the skin. Finished yet another COSRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence, and I've gone through, at this point, probably like 10 bottles of this, if not more than that, and I love this so much. It is a holy grail product, and I use it every single day, every single morning, every single evening. It feels so hydrating to the skin whenever I remove it from my skincare routine. Was this in my last empties? It might have been, because I'm constantly finishing them up. But anytime I remove this from my skincare routine, my skin just doesn't like it, and it just prefers it when it is in my routine. I end up getting like more breakouts. My skin just feels more uneven. It feels drier. My skin just really loves this, so I think this is gonna stay in my routine for the rest of my life, maybe. It's just so good. It's hydrating. It helps my skin just stay balanced. And honestly, I like the texture. I know some people are creeped out by it, but I like the slimy texture on my face. Something I've finished many of as well is the Cocokind Ceramide Barrier Serum. This is such a wonderful serum for dry skin, especially for my dry skin. It's very gentle. It's never irritated my skin, even when I have eczema flare-ups, which I really, really appreciate. It just really helps hydrate my skin, keep it balanced, keep it healthy, and not compromised, which is always my goal. I'm always trying to keep my skin very hydrated because that's when it does the best. I can put layers of this. It feels really nice, very soothing, hydrating, all the wonderful things. I also love the brand Cocokind, so that's a plus. And I love the little bottle. It's nice to travel with. It's 1 ounce, and it's just like a very good, reasonable size for 1 ounce. I like it. I actually love this product and would repurchase it. I've gone through bottles and bottles and bottles of this. I would also maybe say this is holy grail, but sometimes I go with and without it and my skin seems to be fine. However, I do prefer when this is in my routine. So yeah, 100% would recommend and would repurchase. I've repurchased this a handful of times and have lots of backups from PR. I'm always really excited when I get this in PR because I would purchase this over and over again with my own money. Finally, for skincare, I have the Prequel Universal Skin Solution Dermal Spray. This is a 0.02% hypochlorous acid, and I loved this. First of all, I love this packaging because it had the best spray on it. It was such a good spray that once I finished this up, because I finished this up a very long time ago and I just continued to refill it because I liked the spray so much, but I think I overused it because the cap fell off because I would like hold it by the top and it would fall off, and then the spray kind of just got like ruined and like compromised by it being pulled off and put back on all the time, so it wasn't as like thin and nice because I had dropped it and used this bottle for months. So now I'm saying goodbye to it because it just doesn't spray as well as it used to, which is my fault, not the fault of the product. And once this, like when this was brand new, the spray on this was so fine, so enjoyable to use. I just love a good spray on a bottle. It makes the experience of using it like 5 times better. I also love hypochlorous acid. This is also a holy grail like ingredient for me. I don't really care what brand it comes from as long as it's in my routine, but I do prefer this because of the spray, and I would repurchase this and I would recommend. I would say that this is like my favorite skincare brand at the moment because they just offer so many products that I love for a very good, reasonable price, and they also offer a ton of product in their containers. Like, you're not just given half an ounce of something, or like, I don't know, it's just like nice how much product you get when you buy something from them. And I love their cleanser as well. That's one of my favorite products. I love their hand cream. Just like a lot of products from them, and I like how they make skin care for the people. It doesn't seem like they're making cash grabs all the time, and they just like really focus on good ingredients, good products, good packaging, and quality products for the customer. I don't know, I just really like the brand altogether, so I would recommend this and I would repurchase. I actually want to repurchase for the product and also for a new bottle with a fresh spray on it because I loved the spray on this so much. Next category we have is body care, and I'll start with body wash. I used up this Ledoux No. 4 hand and body wash. I use this as a body wash because it was a little bit too fragrance for me for a hand wash because I have eczema on my hands, and the smell of this is so nice. It's very like rich smelling. It kind of smells like a rich hotel hand soap or something. I don't remember the notes of this. This is a fragrance company, I believe, like a perfume company, but they make body washes and body lotions. So they have like a perfume and then the matching body wash and body lotion for that perfume, which I really love. I think more brands need to do that because if you really like a perfume, you should be able to use it on your body and your hair and your, like as a body wash, as a shampoo, conditioner, and a body lotion. Like if you like a smell, you kind of want every part of you to smell like that. And it would just be smart for perfume brands to do that more often, because I would love my favorite perfume to be in a shampoo, in a conditioner, in a body wash, in a body lotion, in all those things. I think more perfume brands need to do that, in my opinion. Anyway, they do that, and this is such a nice smell. I'll put the notes up on the screen so you know what this smells like, because I'm horrible at explaining scents, but really nice. I loved this in the evenings because it just felt like very like warm and cozy in the evenings, and I love a warm and cozy body wash when I shower at night. I thought that I was gonna fly through this, but I actually didn't, which was kind of nice. But I don't think I would repurchase just because the bottle is so small. And for something like a body wash, I prefer something bigger because then I have to replace it less often because I won't run through it as quickly. And even though I didn't run through this super quickly, it's just too small for me. It's 10 fluid ounces. It would be nice as a hand wash if I had a guest bathroom, but we only have one bathroom in this apartment, so I didn't put it in there as a hand wash. But if I had a guest bathroom, I would use this as the hand wash because it's very like luxurious, and I would want my guests to feel that when they wash their hands. But because we just have one bathroom, I'm not about to put like 2 different hand soaps out, you know what I mean? So yeah, I did like this. I would recommend if you're interested, but I don't think I would repurchase because it's a little small, and I don't know, I think I like other body washes better. Like the actual body wash experience was just like okay to me. I finished this Flamingo Foaming Shave Gel with aloe vera for conditioning and comfort. I liked this. I've talked about this in the past, but I don't really have any feelings towards shaving creams, shaving gels, shaving foams. They're all kind of like the same to me unless they're horrible. Like I know when something is really bad, but I can't really distinguish something being really good when it comes to shaving gels, and they all kind of act the same to me. I do like a foaming shave gel. I feel like that helps get a closer shave maybe. I don't know, I'm kind of just trying to make things up as if I do know what I'm talking about, but I don't. I liked this. I just liked it. Would I repurchase? Maybe. Would I recommend? Sure, if you like a foaming shave gel, because I enjoyed using this, but I just like don't know how to distinguish a really good shaving gel. So sorry if that's not helpful. I don't know what to say. I finished one body SPF. This is the Beekman Hello Sunshine SPF 50 PA 4+. This one was nice. I definitely preferred this one to the like, I think it was the La Roche-Posay body SPF that I finished up in the last video, because this one has very similar ingredients as that one, but this one didn't give me nearly as bad of a white cast as that other one did. It spread really nicely on the skin. It kind of did take a bit to spread on the skin and get rid of the white cast, but it didn't take as long as the La Roche-Posay one, and I enjoyed it. I liked using this. I don't think I would repurchase just because I feel like it does have a possibility of giving someone a white cast, and I don't want to give people SPF that could give them a white cast. So I just prefer to use SPF that would give like no one a white cast if I'm gonna have a body SPF. But for me personally, I did like it. And I do think maybe this is kind of spendy, so I wouldn't repurchase it for that reason, because it is like fairly small for a body SPF. It was nice, but I do think it would give people a white cast that have a deeper skin tone. So would I recommend? Maybe if you have like a lighter skin tone, I think you would like this, but I personally would not repurchase for that reason. I finished another of the L'Occitane Amande Body Milk Concentrate. This is probably one of my favorite body lotions. I love the texture of it and I really like the smell. It's just a very soothing, like comforting smell to me, especially now because I've been using this body lotion for like over a year at this point, and I've gone through 3 of these bottles and I have like 2 more jars, I mean, and then I have like 2 more refills to be using. So I'm very happy that I have a lot of extras left because I really do like this. I would say Milk Concentrate is a good way to describe this because it's a nice body lotion that has kind of like a thin lotion consistency but is like still thick and feels very like creamy on the skin, hydrates the skin really well but blends in very quickly. I just really like the texture. I like that it's not super thick and difficult to blend into the skin, and it also hydrates your skin very well. I just really enjoy using this and I love the smell. I really like using this in the evening as well. I find that the smell is not too overpowering on the skin as well, so it doesn't kind of like compete with other scents you might be wearing. It kind of just like sits close to the skin and smells nice, but not too intense. I would recommend this and I would repurchase. I think this would be such a nice gift for someone who is into skincare and into body care. I think they would really enjoy it, and I know that this is spendier, so it's a nice gift to give someone because I know a lot of people won't spend the money on themselves like that, but you should because you deserve it. But as a gift, it's also very nice. So definitely would recommend, and I would repurchase if I'm feeling splurgy and I want to treat myself. And of course I finished a hand lotion. Who do you think I am? This is a mini of the L'Occitane 20% Shea Butter Hand Cream. This one hung out in my purse. I really like this hand cream. I think I've talked about this before because I finished a handful of these like mini tubes, but I was worried that this was going to irritate my eczema, but it does not irritate my eczema. And I love the shea butter in this because I feel like it really hydrates my skin, and that's what I love about this product. This is similar to the body lotion in that it's like this thick hand cream, but when you spread it on the skin, it like really thins out, doesn't feel heavy on the hands or like super greasy. It just absorbs into the hands quickly and makes your skin feel hydrated, which I love about L'Occitane products. The formula is just really good. And yeah, I would repurchase this. I really like this product. This again would be a great gift for someone who likes hand lotion. I don't think it would be a great gift for anyone because one time my mom received this and she was like, a hand lotion? I'm like, don't you know that that's a really nice hand lotion? Please. So not for everyone, but for someone who is really into skincare and hand lotion, I think they would like this. The final product I finished is the Olaplex No. 4 Bond Maintenance Shampoo. I love this. I realized how much I like this when I was comparing it to the other shampoos that I had in my shower because this foams up so incredibly well. I have shampoos that I've tried that I try and foam up in my hair, and it's just so frustrating because I feel like I don't get enough foam and I have to like keep putting shampoo in my hands and keep putting it in my hair and keep kind of like scrubbing to try and get the foam that I want to thoroughly clean my hair. And this, I feel like a little goes a long way, and it foams up so nicely and so quickly in the hair, and it just makes my hair feel really clean after I use it. I love this product so much. I really like the smell, and I was really sad to see it go when I finished it up. Luckily I do have a backup, but I'm trying other shampoos right now, and I just missed this because it foamed up so nicely and I felt like it cleaned my hair really well. So if you are looking to try something new in regards to shampoo and you kind of want to like splurge on yourself as well, because I know this is spendy, I would recommend, I would repurchase this. This would be like the shampoo I use on my like everything showers, or when my hair is like really nasty and like greasy and I really need to get like a good clean wash for my hair, I would use this. But again, this goes a long way. Like, this doesn't feel like a big bottle, but because you need so little, it foams up so well, a little goes a long way, and this ends up lasting a very long time. Another thing I really like about this product is the bottle. The plastic is not too like rigid and hard, so you can easily squeeze product out of it, if that makes sense. And it's just like not irritating to use, because I do have some shampoos that are just like so hard to squeeze the shampoo out of because the bottle is just so like rigid, and it pisses me off. It honestly irritates me in the shower and I just like get frustrated. This one does not frustrate me. I love this shampoo. I feel like it's perfect, to be honest. I love this shampoo so much. I'm sad that it's kind of so pricey because it really is a good formula. So yeah, I would repurchase and I recommend. So those were all of my empties for the last month or so. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these products. I would love to hear what you've emptied recently. Have them be loves or hates. I would love to just like hear what you're thinking about the things you've been using up. And let me know what other videos you want to see from me. I hope you're all having a really good day wherever you are. I love you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!